Yo,
What up, hair?
look at this move. Shit. The tie-dye shirt, the purple hair, go off, queen.
Wait, and on my own microphone.
There you go. Moving on up.
That's right.
How we doing?
Good. Like half awake right now, but like about to super wake up for you guys.
All right, let's do it. Well, that's good because John is probably in worse shape than you are. So
Oh yeah, why?
Oh, Violet.
for the worst reason possible. Listen to this story.
I ate a gummy bear yesterday. It's 9 million Scovilles.
It's like an ultra hot gummy bear.
Like, you know,
see
Hot
if you can
Ones?
take it.
The show Hot Ones, the last dab, their hottest hot sauce is 2 million Scovilles. This gummy bear is 9 million. And Violet, it is wreaking havoc inside of me.
He has been. It's been like almost 24 hours now. He's sweating. He's dying.
I can't stop sweating.
This little gummy bear has just destroyed him. It's kicked his ass.
I just canceled therapy. I'm here for you, of course. I wouldn't miss this. But I just canceled therapy. I was like, I can't be here. I have to go.
I love it. Let's go. Violet Benson's back on KFC Radio.
What's wrong with you, though?
Yeah, what's wrong? It's early. It's just early there, huh? You don't like waking up early?
No, I took edibles last night. It's hard for me to wake up.
All right, so you probably ate some gummies too. Gummies are fucking everybody up.
Yeah.
All right, I get it. Dragging a little bit because of the edibles, but you're here now, and I'm proud of you because last time we talked, you had 1 billion followers and no podcast, and I was like, you should start a fucking podcast, and you have, and it looks like it's crushing.
Correct.
Yeah, good move. Good fucking move.
You're so humble about it.
Yeah.
I love that.
It was worth it. It was worth it, right?
I don't know, I am humble, but I just try to go by I'm not saying that men do this more, but I just kind of go by like if you don't believe in yourself, then how do you expect other people to? So it's kind of like fake it till you make it. So I'm just constantly like I hype myself up so then other people want to hype me up.
Yo, that's the message right there. If you can fake it till you make it, you can be anything. And I feel like, daddy issues was so big. And then obviously with Call Her Daddy and just the way like the market has kind of gone towards like girls who can just say whatever the fuck they want and be funny and be sexy and just like do what basically guys have done forever. Like you were in the perfect spot to just take it and run with it.
Yeah, I would say like daddy issues is definitely like the original daddy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll always hold that title. I have no problem with like other people coming in and doing similar things to me because in the end of the day, there's no such thing as someone being original and it's just up to you then to reinvent yourself constantly. Wow, I'm about to sneeze.
Let it rip.
Do it.
Let it rip. Let it rip. God bless you. God bless you 2 times. God bless you.
Sorry.
There you go. How good did that feel? You're allergic to your own cat?
Yeah, but that's another conversation.
No, that's a conversation for right now. How do you have a cat if you're allergic to it?
I didn't know I would be allergic to her. She was my first animal.
Oh, that'll do it.
How many other
But yeah, she kills me. But anyway, so yeah,
you made that sound like you're Joe Exotic, my first animal.
I've never had an animal before.
But you make it sound like you have like a whole bunch of fucking animals, like you have a zoo in the back.
No, but like I've never had a dog or a cat. Like I didn't grow up with one,
Allergic to pussy, tough.
Yeah.
Go
Most
ahead.
guys are.
Continue.
Okay, so anyway, so I get it. Like I'm the original daddy, and my account's always going to be like one of those OG accounts, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
But like I feel like what I did with my podcast that's a little different is that it's actually mostly not about sex. Like a lot of the time, it's more about like self-healing or like other type of issues. Yes, it's about sex too because I love talking about that, but like that's not the main thing. Right. So I feel like that's how now with my podcast, I'm able to like reinvent myself and again be a little bit different.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's the name of the game. Like shit just keeps changing and evolving. And if you keep being a one-trick pony, eventually it's going to run out. Although that's kind of what we've been doing. We haven't really evolved. We're just a one-trick pony. We just keep doing it.
One trick.
Yeah. One fucking trick over and over and over again.
What's your one trick?
Are you a daddy person? Like, do you say daddy?
Yeah.
You do?
Like in bed, will you actually say daddy?
Honestly, I feel like when I was younger, my ex-boyfriend wanted me to say daddy, and I was just like, I don't know. Like my dad and I are finally working our relationship. It feels so weird.
I just got through these daddy issues. I'm not trying to open them back up.
It's like he wants to call me, like I have to call him daddy when he's like fucking me from the back, but then like my dad is calling me and it's like I wrote it in my phone. It was still called his daddy. So like, I had to change that.
Can't have that.
Getting confused. It was too weird for me.
I've had that happen once where I was sleeping with a girl who was like constantly saying like, yeah, daddy. And I was like, one time I was literally inside of her and I was like, you gotta stop.
I think you were the first person ever.
You because you remember when it happened, right?
Yeah, it was like 2012, and that girl was saying, "Call me daddy." I was like, what the fuck? Whoever that chick was, some random chick on the road in the Northeast, she was ahead of her fucking time.
She wasn't a totally random chick. She was a nice girl. I like her and I respect her and all that stuff, but she said daddy too much.
I like it when guys call me daddy.
There you go.
Not in bed, but just like conversations or whatever.
Wait, fuck on a second. You've been having sex with someone who, in the middle of having sex with you, has said, "Yeah, daddy."
No, I feel like I wonder. Maybe as a joke, if I made them say as a joke, but not like they didn't mean it.
I mean,
but like when we're not having sex, I like when a guy calls me daddy. Makes me laugh.
I make you a solemn promise right now. I'm never gonna call a girl daddy while I fuck her.
Oh man, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to make me feel uncomfortable. I am uncomfortable at the thought of calling a girl daddy. That's it. It did it.
That's so funny.
Shit. So do you find the podcast to be therapeutic then? Because I find this is basically my therapy. This is the place where I just get all my shit out. And if I didn't have the podcast, I'd probably jump off a bridge.
Honestly, I do because I edit my own episodes and people don't. Sometimes you listen to an episode and it's like, oh, she's crying on this one. Oh, okay, she's crying again, and they really don't know how many times I edit out all the other times I'm crying. Did I take it out? It's like I would say, yeah, it's definitely therapy. I'm just like always just crying. People are like, damn, you talk about sex all the time, huh? And I'm like, have you listened to my podcast? It's literally just me crying.
And
I'm 100% more honest on this podcast than I am in therapy.
I lie at therapy all the time. I refuse to tell my therapist the truth. It's so stupid.
I wouldn't say I lie. I omit.
I bold-faced lie to my therapist, John. It's
I
so
do
stupid.
too.
Right?
I don't know
I'm not trying to admit what I do wrong. Like I know when I'm wrong. I'm not just trying to fucking celebrate that. I'm not telling you this shit.
Like,
yeah, after a while, you keep secrets from your therapist. You're just like, and then I'll be like, it's fine, whatever. Like, I don't even care about it. And then we'll like talk about something else. And I'm like, yeah, why am I paying this woman?
My therapist exclusively exists. And Tiff, I love you. I really do. You're awesome. But exists to run game on what would work on the podcast. That's all I do.
Just working out material. Just seeing if it plays. So
she's your producer.
Yeah, basically. She's like you're doing like a pre-production meeting. You're doing like a pre-production interview.
Tiffany to the producer credit because like I'm running game. I'm like, nah, that flopped.
Oh man, I love it. Last time you were on the show, you were talking about some of your hookups with a basketball player. And I don't know if you saw this, but today, this chick went on, do you know the No Jumper podcast?
Yeah.
So this girl went on the No Jumper podcast and told Adam that she was once at a hotel hooking up with this dude and that 7 dudes from the Phoenix Suns showed up at the hotel and she just blew all of them. And priding herself, by the way, on not actually having sex with them. She was like, I didn't have sex with them. I just blew them. But it's like about to take the internet by storm. It like just came out now. And this girl is just airing people out. I mean, she started out being like a little bit coy. And then on Instagram comments, just being like, it was the Suns. It was this guy. This guy went first. This guy went second. Horrible. There's a code to the game, I feel like.
She didn't have to name names.
Right.
It's just the Phoenix Suns.
It's the whole team. It's the whole team. But I feel like that's kind of like violating the rules of the game. What do you think?
Okay, I don't think it's violating the rules of the game. It's just like, I feel like it's kind of what you sign up for if you're famous in general. Every time you hook up with somebody, it's up to you to figure out whether or not they're going to open their mouth. But I don't understand, like, obviously my whole brand is very pro women and like it's for women.
Mhm.
It's woman empowerment, but it's hard. I never understand when girls are really proud of themselves when they don't fuck, but they give head, because it's like, what did you even get out of it? You blew the whole team for what, bitch? Did you get a car? Like did you come? No, you got nothing. All you got was just like cum in your hair. That's gnarly to me. And a story.
I honestly, I'm so on board with that. I've heard when you hear a girl be like, "I only blew him," like that's way worse. That's way more in my mind. If I was going after a girl and she had hooked up with a friend of mine and I was like deciding whether like that's I'm gonna like deal with that. If I found out like, oh, I didn't bang him, I just blew him, I'd be like, that's worse to me. That's gonna be more of a problem for me than if you just had normal sex.
But most likely, if I said that, I probably did fuck him.
Yeah,
but I just want you to know.
Yeah.
That I just blew him.
Don't think I'm not like, I know that. I know that's what's going on. That's not like a trick that we're buying, okay, girls? We know that you did both.
What?
Yeah, when a girl tells you like, oh, I just blew him because she's trying to like make it less, we know that you fucked. Like you probably did anal too. Give me a break. You girls think that's been working all this time?
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking.
No, it hasn't. No.
I like how on the notes for Violet's episode and everything she's promoting, it's like Violet can be as PG or as R-rated as you want. 7 minutes in, we're like, "What's your deal on blow bangs?"
Yeah, we pushed that envelope real quick. Well, listen, I mean, that's the game.
Yeah, I've been so like off of guys for. Well, I mean, I would say like this year it's more like the last time I had sex was like beginning of April and it was with a guy because I don't really sleep around. Like I usually like to recycle the men I've been with.
Oh, yeah, I got like great.
Going back to the well, the number doesn't go up. It's amazing.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I hate myself for that. But anyway, so like I was sleeping with somebody.
You know what? I hate men for the fact that we put that upon you women. That you think that like that's a thing.
Oh, Johnny Feminist has come out to play.
Well, like your vagina doesn't get looser just because other penises have been in it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It just doesn't happen.
It's crazy. It's crazy to think that we are like your pussy will be loose if you have too much sex, but it's not like our dicks get thinner.
Right.
Imagine that if it was like, yo, your dick's thin because it's been in too many girls. No, that's not a fucking thing.
I mean, obviously it's not true. Obviously, every girl, I would hope she knows that's not the case. I mean, your vagina literally goes back to normal after you have a baby. Like anything could fit in there if you tried.
Yeah.
It doesn't get loose.
I got a secret for you. My dick is not even close to as big as
you can just like grab stuff off the walls, household appliances, like anything can get in there, really, guys.
That's right. So yeah, this year I feel like I've just like after that, like I was just going on dates and like I wouldn't even kiss guys. Like I normally wouldn't even kiss on the first day. Like you guys said, like in your notes, she goes from PG to rated R really fast. That's literally kind of how I am. Like I'm so extreme. It's either like don't touch me or it's like should we fuck? You know?
Yeah, but that's kind of like the best way to be, right? I mean, I feel like the thing that guys are always looking for is a girl who's like can flip that switch either direction. Like it's time to be classy, it's time to be proper, whatever. But then like when we're alone, it's time to be an absolute fucking freak.
Oh yeah. But I feel like I'm pretty normally classy with guys. So anyway, like all these guys take me out, like they buy me flowers. They're just so kind. And I love that. And I'm not sleeping with any of them because I learned apparently that's what you have to do to get what you want, whatever.
Yeah, it's a pretty fucking easy formula.
I've been so bored with even dating that I kind of got over it. And like, I haven't really dated anyone the past 2 weeks, but then this weekend I went out and I'm like, I have a lot of good guy friends and we went out with my guy friends. We, to dinner, just a few of us. They were like, oh, this girl's so hot, like invite her. And I always do this thing where I'm like a cockblocker without realizing I invite her. And then instead of her like giving attention to any of the guys, like I just want all the attention. So I ended up hooking up with her. So I was just like,
honestly, that's a cock block, but that's the best kind of cock block. I'm sure your guy friends were okay with that one.
Yo, I've never been cock blocked by a girl. Like I'm like, word.
Sure. Go ahead.
So easily, because I'm like, yeah, that was awesome.
Now, when you say
I don't have to be a part of it, I'm just like, as long as you tell me it happened.
Oh, good. Okay. That's all I need up here. We're good to go after that. Did you go home with her, or you mean you're just like hooking up at the bar and stuff?
Well, no. I mean, what bar? We went to my friend's house, and like she basically wasn't. Every time someone goes on my podcast, like we just become friends. But she was on my podcast like 2 weeks ago or something. And she kind of made a comment that she's not fully straight. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, I remember that. But anyway, when she came over, she just looked so good. And I've just been so bored with life. And I'm like, oh, you're fun. Okay. And anyway, we just ended up just like, we all were going in the pool. And again, like I'm the most innocent one. So like everyone changing to bathing suits. I'm just like, no, I don't want to change. And I'm like, okay, fuck it. I'll just go naked. Like that's how I go.
Flip the switch.
So then I just went topless, and then her and I just ended up like randomly just like full on making out with each other in the pool. Like it was like the beginning of a porn, but it didn't continue to a porn because finally I just like, because she like pushes me like on top of her, and we're just like making out, and my guy friends and the other guys, because some guys like this one guy was trying to get with me, so they were all just like, what the fuck is happening?
Again, I think, John, I'd be totally fine with that, right? Like if you actually, I would prefer that. If you told me like you're going for this girl tonight, but at the end of the night, she's not going to hook up with you. She'll just be making out with the other hot chick in the pool. I'd probably sign for that. That's much more rare than just hooking up with the girl.
It's a much better story to tell.
Right.
And I've actually only gone skinny dipping one time in my life, and it was with a girl, and she didn't hook up with me.
Oh no. No. That hurts. That hurts.
I mean, it's one of the wildest things that's gonna ever like. She just saw my body and it was like,
that's good.
That's
probably the worst feeling
ever.
Because you're so vulnerable.
Yeah, Violet, it is.
Honestly, Violet, you have no fucking idea. You do. You girls have a great idea of this actually, but guys also deal with it so much, and it's not talked about. Like insecurity issues with girls is like a huge topic, and with guys, it's just like, I don't know, man, just like figure it out. It's like I don't know. I don't look.
No, I've talked about it before. I've talked about it before because it's just like when you get naked, when you're about to have sex, it's like very vulnerable for both of you because you're literally seeing each other naked, and it's like so both of you need that confidence to feel good about yourselves because like you're both feeling insecure.
And really, like 9 times out of 10, the girl's gonna be prettier or hotter or in better shape or whatever.
In my experience, it's 10 times out of 10.
100% of the time, the girl is always in better shape than I am.
But the girl doesn't care because in the girl's mind, because of everything she's been taught, she's so much more insecure than you are.
So fucked, isn't it? It's so fucked. I wish we could just blow it up and start over.
I was actually talking to Casey, who's a girl who works with us the other day, and she's like, "You've never hooked up with an ugly person?" And I was like, "Never." But no one who's hooked up with me can say that.
Right. Every person I've ever hooked up with is like, slumming it. Like they're fucking down. They're like, all right, I guess I'll fuck this guy.
Well, there's something about funny guys. Like, I'm not saying you guys, anyone slumming down with you, but I'm just saying like, I don't actually go for looks. So then.
Yeah. That's the only reason that I've ever had sex.
That's also the meanest thing. Yeah. Like, I don't really care what you look like. Like, as long as you're funny. And like, why are you telling me?
Don't worry, you two guys I'm talking to. You don't have to be good looking. Fuck you, Violet. So wait, to go back to a comment you made earlier, we just had this discussion yesterday on the podcast. You have these guys right now who are buying you flowers and shit. They're doing like these grand gestures. And is it working?
I mean, yeah, because they get to go on a date with me or two, but then now I just feel like it has nothing to do with the flowers. Is that really
working?
If it was somebody I would be into, yes. If somebody was also ignoring me and texting me at 3 a.m., that also wouldn't work. It's just me now, like I'm looking for like my partner, my like full-term partner. So as I'm realizing that, my standards have gone up. Like beginning of the year, my standards were like, do you have a job? No, that's okay. Just like move in with me. That was like my standard at the beginning of the year because I was just so lonely. And I was just dating guys who don't have jobs or younger than me. And I was like their mother. And then my standards changed. Then I started fucking this guy I used to bang, which I love sleeping with him. But I wasn't like that good to him. And then, we parted ways because I wanted him to find somebody that could love him the way I can't. I'm such a good person.
Oh, yeah, you're a real hero. You're a real hero dumping this guy who loves you. Awesome.
Yeah. I love that spin zone.
Yeah.
He has a girlfriend now and he's really happy.
Oh, yeah, Jen, maybe they'll invite you to the fucking wedding. Maybe you can marry them together, Violet. It's all you.
That's the goal.
But wait, okay, so seriously though.
So then after that, I was like, I need to start dating other men. And when I started to date, it was like normally like I don't even kiss on the first date. It's not even a rule, just I'm not comfortable yet. It's really weird. It takes me a second to like feel comfortable with somebody. That's why a lot of the time, like I end up dating like friends because I know them pretty well. But anyway, so the dates I'm going now, it's actually like an interview. So this time it's like, oh, you don't have a job? Okay, next. Like, I'm not just going to be like, just love me. My daddy issues are getting better. So
Tyler,
no.
where do you meet all these unemployed men?
LA, man.
Through friends,
What I know,
LA.
that's a job.
No, I feel like everybody in LA is unemployed. They're just trying to get a job.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, so wait, you could be honest. I mean, you're killing it, right? So you're probably every guy you meet, are you running into?
I know you're killing it because of that fucking couch. That couch is so sick.
The whole setup. I mean, those
I've been
feathery
thinking
things in the
about
background.
I love that.
Thank you.
The art, everything is saying like, yeah, I make a bunch of money now. So are you running into issues with guys who are like uncomfortable with the girl being a boss?
I feel like that is a problem. Like, first guys act like they don't care, and then I'm just like, oh, I found like the perfect guy. And as long as a guy's motivated, like for me, it's one of my criterias. It's really hot if a guy's really determined. So even I'm okay if I make more money than these guys, because a lot of the guys I do meet, I make more money than them.
Because I'm fucking rich, so it's impossible to make more money than me.
I'm so fucking rich.
It is what it is. Listen, facts are facts. It is what it is.
No, but like that's okay. Like I don't mind as long as the guy's really motivated. He has like a 5-year plan and he's driven and I'm not his life. Like he work, he puts it first. Like I actually prefer that.
Oh, fuck you. The minute that you don't get the attention you want, you're throwing a hissy fit.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. When he's like, I can't.
Have we dated?
I already know you. You're as soon as he's like, no, I'm not coming over tonight because I gotta work. You're like, what, bitch? Get over here.
No, I'm like, okay.
You better be. You better live up to that.
I wholeheartedly get that. Like, it doesn't really, like, you just have to have something you want to be great at.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it can be painting, and like, you can be fucking Pam from The Office. And I don't, like, you don't have to be a famous painter, but like, you need to have something that gets you up in the morning.
It's the passion. The passion,
right.
man.
Yeah. I just want you to be so passionate about what you do because it's so hot to me and it's inspiring to me. And then we inspire each other to be the best. And like when I'm behind, like I have also no problem sharing the spotlight or being behind my man's spotlight. Like it doesn't bother me. I don't always have to be the center of attention. So it's like if it's one night all about my man, like trying to get some deal, close a deal, like I'll be that sidekick and I'll say or do whatever you want me to do in order for you to get the deal because that's so hot for me. And like we inspire each other to literally be like bosses and like the best ever. Like I love that.
Okay, so let me take it to extremes. What would you think then would be the better direction to go? If you're a guy, and we're generalizing here, of course, but if you're a guy going after a girl, to be like the asshole who like doesn't text or only texts at 3 a.m. like you said, or be the guy who's like over the top flowers and like in your face too much, where it's like annoying.
Well, it depends how much the girl likes him and also depends what he's trying to get out of it. If the guy's just trying to fuck the girl and he doesn't want to date her, yeah, do the 3 a.m. thing because definitely she's going to be like, he's so hot and cold. Like, I don't even notice that he's so ugly, but that his dick is so small because he's so mean to me and now I want him.
I had the biggest smile on my face right up until we got to the end.
The dick part was like, shit, damn it.
I was like, "Yup, this is what." Oh no!
but if a guy like gives me like flowers and romantic, even if I didn't consider dating him before, it's for me at least because I love those gestures. It will pique my interest. Like I feel like guys, I've gone on a few more dates than maybe we even should have because like I got distracted by like shiny things.
What about just like straight text? Like just forget about gifts and flowers and stuff. Just texting, talking, communicating, giving attention. Can you get too much of it?
Yes. I mean, you're definitely supposed to have boundaries. Plus, it depends what each person likes because our love languages are also different. So, like, for me, the reason I love a guy that works a lot is because I'm also working a lot. So, if a guy was texting me all day, every day, I would feel overwhelmed and like I had to answer and it would annoy me. But someone else, like one of my best friends, this girl, she's a Cancer. If zodiac signs matter, she loves that attention. So, she needs a lot of that texting.
Zodiac signs don't matter.
I know, guys. They say that.
What'd you say, Fights?
I thought she meant she had.
She
has
had cancer.
Just, don't be mean. She has cancer. I was like, okay.
I am just learning about this love languages thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at it right now. I have no idea what the 5 love languages. I would be...
Touch, words of affirmation, gifts.
Bitch, did we date? Oh, you're just listing them. I thought you were saying what mine are. No, okay, mine are for sure. You can have more than one, or you can only have one.
I think you can have more than one.
Physical touch, quality time. Done. Don't need the rest of them.
Yeah, I guess.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I definitely don't need gifts. You could throw gifts out the fucking window.
Gifts, I hate gifts.
But how do you show love?
By going down on you. Words.
So
You know what I could maybe need?
That's service.
All right, so then I got them all. Then if I physical touch and acts of service, bam, I'll go down on you. That's 2 birds, 1 stone. So I got that covered.
There's how you love to receive the love and how you give it.
This is a whole fucking thing, huh?
So like
God.
I give it by like touch. Yeah. So like I love the touch. And then like I need it back with words of affirmation.
Okay.
Like,
I need words of affirmation. People are too mean to me on the internet, so you have to be nice to me. You have to physically touch me. You have to give me quality time. And then I'll kind of do I'll do any of these if you want me to do them. You tell me what yours is and I'll deliver.
I'll do
and by the way,
yeah, I'll do them all. I don't need them all.
But like
you guys, I'm just gonna put it out there that you thought right now you did something so amazing, so different. You're like, oh, I'll go down on you, and you thought like I'm about to get up and start clapping and give you like, wow, you're a hero. Thank you so much for serving this country. It's like, I'm sorry, but that's literally the bare fucking minimum.
Yeah.
Text a girl and go down on her. Thank you for being a man, because that's literally what you're supposed to be doing.
We
so
are
if you want to go the
heroes.
extra mile.
I want the crown and the sash because that's
but we agree with you. We're like,
Yeah.
when anyone ever says that, we're like, we mean like you don't go down. Like, remember Olivia Munn had that happen? She was on Whitney Cummings' podcast this week or last week, and she's like, I had a boyfriend who didn't go down on me. Like, we just physically didn't understand what that meant.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Like, we didn't go down
I think you've got like sexuality issues if you don't want to go down on a girl.
Well, I think sometimes guys don't know how. Plus, girls get really weird about their vaginas too. Like, I get really weird. Like in the first time I hook up with somebody, I'd rather have sex before they go down me, unless they're just like really good at it or they make me feel really comfortable. It's like really uncomfortable for a second, and like I have to snap out of it.
But I get that from a girl point of view. I don't really get it from a guy point of view. If like you're bad at it, it's like, well, how the fuck are you gonna get good at it?
Violet, I got a little fucking tip for you. I don't know how. You just get in there and you fucking mess it up.
You just go crazy. You just get in there and go nuts. It'll work. Something will find its way.
I've never read a book. I've never been taught.
No.
I've never watched an instructional video. It's just an instinctual thing. You just get down there and you muck a barn.
So do girls ever come when you guys go down on them, or just to?
So does that ever work? Have you guys ever made a girl come?
They definitely tell me they do. They're probably lying.
Probably not as often as we would like, but I would like to think I've achieved it at some point. Yes.
No, fuck it. I'm tired of being self-deprecating.
I know.
I make girls come every time I go
I will
out.
give you multiples. You'll be walking away with shaking legs, okay? It's a fact. It's just a fact.
How do you guys feel about girls using vibrators while they have sex
Let's
with you?
fucking
Done
cook.
deal.
Let's
Let's
go.
fucking rip.
Yes.
Let's go.
Make this easier and more fun for me? Sign me up.
That's great. Yeah, some guys get so weird about that.
Well, how about this? How about the double standard with guys and sex toys? If a guy has a sex toy, he's a fucking creep and a weirdo. Girls can have a whole fucking arsenal of like machinery to come.
Yeah, I mean, that is funny. It's like you used to play with Barbies, now you're playing with vibrators.
Yeah, and if a guy's like fucking something or whatever, you'd be like, what if you met a guy and you went home with him and he's like, this is like the fleshlight that I fuck. You would exactly that. That's not fair. That's what we call a double standard. Fuck that.
No, I had a fleshlight that I fucked one time and threw it away before my girlfriend came over, so she couldn't find it.
Exactly.
Was it good?
No, I didn't. I actually didn't care for it really. So it wasn't like it wasn't a big loss for me personally. But I would
still date a guy. I would still date him if he was using like a sex toy that he was fucking. I would think it's funny. But then when we stopped talking, I would talk about my podcast.
I would definitely make fun of you behind your back for it. I love it. That's the kind of shit you can get on Too Tired to Be Crazy. It's Violet's new podcast. Of course, Daddy Issues. What do we have followers now? I mean, it's got to be a ridiculous number. You don't even know, do you?
Like, I don't know, like 4.2, 4.3 million. But then my personal Instagram is like 600,000. And then my podcast Instagram doesn't have that many followers. It has only like 85,000 or something.
All right, so you got some work to do. Everybody go follow Too Tired to Be Crazy, Violet Benson, and Daddy Issues. You can get more of this stuff and Violet crying. And as always, we thank you for the time, girl.
Thank you so much for having me. I had a lot of fun.
See you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.